the tags, but that's okay. Hi, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am here today. I have not yet started the music. I really accidentally pressed go live.
I cannot see you.
You cannot see me.
Yes.
It's probably a delay.
Probably. Just refresh.
Refresh. Did you get the notification?
Still don't see that you're not.
I'll just wait. See if it comes up. Oh, I was not. That was a complete mistake that I pressed go live there, but that's fine. So what we're going to do today is I've got my darling, lovely brother here, Krowlander.
Greetings.
Greetings. And I've a couple streams ago I designed like a Twitch dancing character for myself. And I'm going to do something similar today. I'm probably not going to do a full-fledged animation, but more just character design here, because I knew exactly how I wanted my character to look like. But I don't know what you want your character to look like, brother. Now the question is, should I share my screen on Discord? That's probably easiest.
That will probably be easier because stream has delay.
I will share air server to Krowlander. Oh, is my computer okay with this?
I see an iceberg in the back.
Yeah, give me a sec. Yeah, that's true. That's correct. I need to connect to my iPad. It's just taking its time.
Why am I tired?
I don't know why you're tired.
I haven't done anything all day.
Does it still not show anything on Twitch?
You're live.
Okay,
it says, stream starting soon.
Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted. It's still loading on to the air server thing. I'm wondering if I'm on the same Wi-Fi. I should probably make sure that that's the case. Aha, I'm not. So that is. Oh no, now it's showing it. Now it's showing it. I probably shouldn't change Wi-Fi in that case. Good. Now let's just. Oh no, why has that gone away again? That's not fair. It's disappeared. No, that's fine. Okay, so I need to have the window open basically. Yeah, on the stream starting soon. Anyway, I might as well just go on to Procreate on my iPad here and immediately switch over to my iPad. There we are. This is what we're going to do today. Like I've already kind of explained. Design a little avatar for Mr. Krowlander here for his Twitch account. Because he also has a Twitch account. Go and check it out. I'm not going to be streaming for the next 2 weeks, but he probably is, because I'm going on holiday and you're not.
I still need to work though, so.
Well, yeah.
I'll try and stream at least once or twice.
See what you can do. Right, what canvas do we want? Might as well just make a square, really. And then the background colour can be grey. So, I probably should have got a reference picture of your skin, really. I wonder if I have one on my camera roll. Right, I'm gonna. This is scuffed already. This is already scuffed. I'm just gonna quickly go and check if I have a.
When is it not scuffed?
True. Just gonna have a check on my iPad to see if I have it. I've got.
Otherwise, I have the birthday picture as my wallpaper.
Yeah, I have the birthday picture as well. I might just insert the birthday picture as a reference.
Sure.
So I'm gonna open thing again, quickly insert that. Add a photo. No, not take a photo. I'm not gonna take a photo and add that in. Insert a photo. And scroll down. Down, down, down,
Still
down.
have that diamond sword, because you were gonna give it to me.
You mean the Minecraft diamond sword?
Yeah, the Minecraft diamond sword.
Yes. Do you need it?
Well, you said you were gonna give it to me.
Well, yeah. Right, I've really scuffedly kind of positioned this at the top corner of my screen. Let's just go back to this one. So, this here is a picture of, or drawing I've already done of Krowlander's avatar. His Minecraft skin. He is. Do you want to talk about your character, your avatar?
So my character is more of a demi-human, of a human and a wolf.
Yes, you can see
Uh,
wolf
in-
ears, and wolf
Yes.
tail,
Yes.
and sharp teeth. I could give you a doggy nose. We're getting into furry
No.
territory here.
But I mean, like my Minecraft skin is generally just a human with a wolf hoodie and like a wolf tail.
I took some creative liberty.
Yeah. Though I really like what you did with it. Like on the skin, it was generally just the hood that had the ears, and then like probably some.
Yeah, so they kind of like poke through the hood. One could interpret it as
Yeah.
like kind of like that. So, do you want chibi as well? Or what kind of?
Chibi, like the one.
Yeah.
that
So
you
as
have?
kind of like an example, what I have here is a GIF for when someone follows. So if someone follows this Twitch account, then this will come up. And that was a lot of work, like the jumping up and the waving. If you want that kind of thing, I can do it for you, but it takes like 9 hours, so you know.
Maybe on a later stream.
Maybe on a later stream. Well, if I was to sketch that kind of thing. And so that's the kind of thing, that's the kind of style that we're talking about. I'll just pause on the most cursed thing. If you want that kind of style. Yes?
Well, it doesn't need to be too high quality, so that style would generally be fine if it's just for an emote. Then it's completely fine. So yeah.
So more I'm thinking is like so basically what do you want me to do? Like Twitch profile picture, or like I'm gonna do banners at some point. I want to do my own banner at some point on Twitch and YouTube. And that's on the list to do, but you can only have emotes with affiliate. You know that, right, bro? So it's gonna be a while before emotes happen. So this would be more like a follower or animation or raid animation or something like that.
And could you do like a very inspired crow, kind of like star eyes and everything, like whoa.
So is he like going like hands on the side going oh?
Yeah, kind of.
So he's just really, really surprised, maybe a bit smiley surprised.
Yeah.
Okay. And is that what you're thinking for like a follow thing? Or profile picture? Follow thing?
That'll be a follow thing.
Okay. So is that what we're gonna do today? We can do that. I could do a very simple one for you where it's literally just that. And that like fades in, and the animation is the stars moving a bit. So that oh, that's a star. So the stars moving that position. How do you do stars? Hold on, I'm having a real. My brain is dying here. Like the stars kind of move in the eyes. So it could literally be 2 frames.
Yeah, like just bouncing back and forth.
Yeah, I could do that.
That'd be easy and simple. It's not like wouldn't be that overwhelming for the eyes if anyone were to follow. So you know.
Mhm. So you're thinking something more then? I don't quite.
No, that would generally be fine.
That would be good enough. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Cool. I'll do that then. That's a terrible rub of. Give me a sec. Cool. So actually, I'll keep the little tiny face. So basically, what we need is is this face on this character. Kind of. So I'll just put that up there.
Kind of, yeah.
So, do we want him looking forwards, or to the left, or to the right?
Probably slightly tilted to the right because I do have my follow symbol on the top left. So you'd like be looking kind of into the screen.
So, kind of like... Is it top right or lower right?
Top left.
top left, yeah. All right. So kind of looking down, and because he's looking down at like the notification. Okay. Rightio, I'll get going on that.
Cool.
Something I also want to do at some point is draw some of your D&D characters, because it's so many. You're gonna have to describe
There's
them.
so many.
Well, some of your
Absolutely.
favourite ones.
Yeah, I have screenshots of them as well, like the
Oh, so
entire.
other people have...
Well, no, these original characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like a friend made miniatures and all for them,
Awesome.
like colored as well, so that's very helpful.
Wow.
I don't.
Oh, my
think
iPad's
I
gone.
Don't.
Why is that
Okay,
gone?
sorry. I'm gonna check my screenshots right now.
Just give me a second. I'm gonna quickly go away from that. Why is that like that? Because it still shows that my thing is mirroring. Scuffed stream! Yes!
Stream starting soon. Sure.
Yeah, we're totally starting soon. We're not like already in the middle of it. That's never happened before. Or if it has, then I haven't noticed it. And that would be quite bad if it's happened before and I haven't noticed it.
View screenshots.
Oh, why is that the case? I'm gonna try and connect to a different Wi-Fi network. That might be the problem. Ah, there we go. That's already on again. Okay.
Alright, so can I drag this down or something?
There we go. Back on it. We're back. Just going to take a swig of water.
That's not it.
Okay. So, I've done a way too thick a thing. So you've got screenshots, have you?
Yes. This is like probably one of the last screenshots of the entire game. When, I mean, all of the important characters are colored.
Let me figure out... I'm just trying to think. How do I...
Got Andrin front right, Seda the back, like the back of that. Quincy,
Give me
Zephyr, Cyrus.
a hot second, bro. I don't have any Discord set up. I'm going to have to add a source.
Cool.
Or add a scene. Discord.
Look at that army.
Media.
Amazing.
We're now on back. I'm going to go back to iPad Mirror for the meantime. Actually, no, I have to go on this. Right. Bear with me. Wow, this is so scuffed. Let's see. Window capture, maybe? Because, okay. Alright. Why am I doing this live? This is going to be so scuffed. This is going to show all my Discords.
Oh dear, what a shame. Never mind.
That's easy enough for you to say. I'm opening the wrong thing. I know it's a black screen right now. Window capture. Add the alert boxes. Window capture, yeah. Add source. Add new source instead. Discord. And then capture method. Done. And let's just move that to middle there. Is that visible on stream?
It's very bottom right. Hold on a second. Are you gonna reposition?
Yes, I have done.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so quick rundown on the characters. One right at the front of the lizard, that was the Pact Master. Like, most of these people are from the Hunters Pact in the world. The one right in front, I don't remember all the names, I only remember the names of the main characters.
Yeah.
He was the Pact Master of Giant Slayers, So he also created the two white wagons that we are escorting.
Mm-hmm.
Then first wagon on the right side of that, you have Andrin riding his horse Z. That was one of my characters. And left side, you have Cyrus Logard
Mm-hmm.
um, riding Crusader. He has a pretty much uh, his arm got ripped off at some point, and
Oh.
he got it regenerated with like a magical arm.
Ooh, cool.
So we only figured that out like quite late into the session because at one point we got separated. Like most of us went to the Feywild while he stayed behind, missing the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so time skip happened. Apparently he had lost one of his eyes. He had gotten a better sword. He had gotten. He had. Yeah. There was a war while we were gone.
Oh.
An entire war.
So I'm guessing time works differently in the Feywild then.
Yeah. I mean, it's really 50-50. Like, there's a chance that time will move slower in the
Ah,
Feywild and
okay.
faster in the material plane. But we got unlucky. So basically, a day in the Feywild was a year on the material plane,
Oof. Okay.
and we stayed there for 10 days.
So 10 years.
Yes. Cyrus was balding. He was getting old. Uh,
It's just like imagine like your friends hopping through and you miss them and then don't see them again for another 10 years.
yeah, but it was so sweet. He never gave up. He made his own little hut on the side of a lake because we have been to the Feywild before accidentally, like by going through a forest we were suddenly in the Feywild. I don't
Mm-hmm.
quite understand how that happened either. But like there was an exit that we got guided to by these spirits because Feywild spirits,
Mm-hmm.
that's in common. And it led us to the other side of this waterfall at this little lake, and Cyrus remembered that, and he built a little hut there to basically live there until we got back.
Oh.
So yeah, it was really sweet. Like the reaction of when we when we saw Cyrus was just massive bear hug. We
Oh,
like
bless.
all pummeled them pretty much.
Okay, I'm just gonna go back
But
to
the
them.
Feywild's
Told.
scary.
Yeah, I
Feywild
don't know
scary.
too much about the Feywild and D&D generally,
Yeah.
but
Well, I'm your encyclopedia, so it's fine. But yeah, we we went to the Feywild mainly because of me, or mainly because of my backstory.
mm-hmm.
So, like, Andrew, right? Uh, very super tall, 7'2", dragonborn with a tail, which is uncommon. So we kind of like the DM and myself said that well, tails represent royalty because he was a
Mm-hmm.
prince. So uh, yeah, and me being like wanting a bit of edge in my glorified story, um, parents are
Edgelord.
dead.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
So you're the heir to
Uh,
the throne, no?
I would have been no, I wasn't the heir to the throne. I would have been I would have been married to as like a peace treaty between lands,
Mm-hmm.
like that's how they did it.
Yeah,
They
yeah, yeah.
married each other. So, but that's not the life that I wanted. Like Andrew had just hit 18 and was told that he was going to give up his life as a paladin to Bahamut to uh, become a basically forcefully married to this person that he knows nothing of really,
Mm-hmm.
just as a peace treaty type of thing. And that's not the life that he wanted to live. So he basically ran
Run
away from home.
away.
Yeah, he ran away from home. Went on adventures for a couple months and then returned home,
Everyone did.
only to find the temple that he stayed at in complete ruins. Wait, no, parents aren't dead. His mentor's dead.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So no, that was the other version of his backstory that I did because I played him in multiple games. But
Oh, okay.
anyways,
Okay.
I love Andrew. He's my baby boy. Anyways, so basically, I returned home to rubble and ash of my previous temple, and among uh, his dying mentor's breath,
Also, he was dying while
basically,
he was there. So
pretty much.
cliche. I love it.
That's very convenient, isn't it?
Mm.
Anyways, but like, so anyways, his dying breath was basically saying that Isaac von Gartrix was the one that did this, pretty much. Like he
Hmm.
has fallen into darkness,
Was that
and
one of
he's
your
given up.
mates or
And
something?
uh, no, that was just something I kind of made up on the spot. And he's a Death Knight. I'm not sure. You probably don't know like the exact details of Death Knight.
Sounds very
Uh,
ominous.
Knight 5e. Okay, so the Death Knight is a 19th level spellcaster.
Yikes.
So yeah, they pretty difficult. I mean, they casually have a challenge rating of 17. So that basically means a party like of 4 level 17 characters would have a decent challenge with them. We were
Mm.
level 4 when we first
Oof.
encountered him.
Oof.
So yeah, that was never gonna go well. Alright, but anyways, yeah, that was fun. Um, yeah. So Andron leaves, distraught and angered, of what Isaac has done. So he leaves to go find information about this. And also, there had been sightings of these humanoids, like with no face. Like, their face had been taken away from them almost.
That's really creepy.
So he set out to go to the Hunters Pact to report this problem because the Hunters Pact is basically it's their job to deal with certain creatures.
Hmm.
There's hunters for basically any kind of creature that ever existed.
Hmm.
So like humanoid hunters, uh, ooze hunters, construct hunters, fey hunters, undead hunters, etc., etc., etc.
Hmm.
Um, Cyrus, who was in the party, he was a monster hunter for the Hunters Pact. So that was already some insight that we had. So that was very good. Um, However, before all of Andrian, let's just take a step back. And when the campaign first started, I had a rogue named Dimitri. Now, not much is known about Dimitri, as I didn't write a backstory for him. I just threw him
Not
in
much is known
because
about Dimitri, not because he's a mysterious
no,
character, just because
yeah,
I'm
no,
lazy.
I'm late. Okay, listen. This was like the first proper D&D game I was in. I was new to writing backstories, all that good schnoz. And either way, the first few games of the campaign were basically to see if we were a dedicated group that we would continue to play on in the group.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very smart thing to do, really, because like,
Can I interrupt you quickly?
sure,
Check Discord. Check my screen. What do you think?
that looks good.
I might make his torso a bit longer, so it's a little less chibi-y. Oh, the layer's empty. Not bigger, longer. There we go. So he's kind of like floating there.
Yeah.
And while risking this becoming too furry-y, pause? No pause.
No pause.
No pause.
Do the
Okay.
gloves.
Gloves. Hands are so hard! Okay. No, I'll do it. I'll do it. Don't worry.
I believe in you. So anyway, continuing on. first few sessions, we basically had a marathon of like 7 sessions in a week. We played every single day for like 2 weeks straight.
Wow.
Surprise, like Dan, props to him. Like I could never do that, and I've been DMing for over a year now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so yeah, props on him for managing to do that. So yeah, Dimitri. He was he was my first ever proper D&D character. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously not very fleshed out. I didn't know how rogues worked, so sneak attack was a myth to me. Um, yeah. He didn't last very long. After getting a job after helping some farmers, they held out a bag of gold pieces, and being the rogue type person that I am, I rode past on my horse and snatched the bag.
Edgy.
So yeah, and if the farmer was going to give it to the barbarian, and yeah, steal from a
Barbarian.
barbarian. A lesson was learned that day. Don't steal from a barbarian. Ah,
Hmm.
but anyways, end of Dimitri. No mercy shown for him,
Uh, I just realised
even
I
though they had been through a decent amount together.
can use a
Yeah.
different lineup pen.
So yeah, end of Dimitri. I set out for uh, a bit of. I mean, they had the decency to at least bury Dimitri, so that was nice. Like down by the river, close to Everin. What? No, not
Close to
Everin.
where?
Eldath, I think it was called. I'm not sure.
That really confused me because our
Yeah,
world's called
it was
Everin.
L something.
I was that really.
I know.
Ah,
Your world is up.
our
That's
world is
almost right.
Everin. That really confused me. Like what? Have I subconsciously heard that name before, and that's why we called it that? Oh flip. Redo paint stroke. You're not. Oh.
Alright, but yeah. So I set out for like half of the next session before the party this got to a refugee camp almost, as there were orcs nearby. Like down south there were the orclands,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the kind of direction that we were going because the hunters pack was very far down south, sorry. um so yeah, uh basically refugee camp. They meet a shining warrior, 7'2", dragonborn.
You like
With
being
the
tall, don't you?
I always like being told. However, my most recent character, Mr. Grim, my baby boy, he is a goblin, so he's like 3 feet tall.
Baby boy.
But other than that, all my characters are up abnormally tall. Yeah. Um, so yeah. Enter Andrin. Uh, just outside of the fort, apparently there was a Hydra lurking.
Yikes.
So yeah, casual level 4 party taking on a Hydra. The DM definitely ramped down the challenge on that because later when I became a DM, just a uh base challenge rate. Actually, did he scale it down? I'm not too sure if he did scale it down due to the fact that we had a lot of time to plan. We had a bunch of troops of from the camp that we used
Mm-hmm.
to take out the Hydra. So that 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 right there was very fun because like the entire planning stage and then the entire plan coming into motion. Like
Mm.
we basically used the guards of the settlement as a distraction to
Cannon
uh
fodder. Eat them, not me.
exactly. Exactly. So
Yikes.
we had them draw the Hydra out from the lake and onto land because we fight it in water that's impossible.
Yeah, don't fight it
Um,
on its own terrain.
yeah. So one swoop, three of them died, but not all of them died. We'll be happy to know. I think we went in with 10 and two survived. So
Yikes.
yeah. So we fought it. We had like an entire plan of flanking and like what if you solder one of the head wounds, like hydras, they lose a head,
Yep.
they get two more.
Yep.
If you solder the wound, it will not regain its head.
Mhm.
So we had like the bunch of plans. Like we had archers on towers that would shoot flaming arrows at the soldered spots, at the chopped off spots. And if they missed, then we'd have our sorcerer use firebolt on them. If he misses, uh, then and then my character Andrin would use his fire breath to cauterize the wound.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was like we probably were planning for 2 hours straight. So
Mhm.
that was fun because like we got to learn everyone's uh capabilities at the time,
That's a good
and
idea to do. Yeah.
also yeah, also Cyrus took up a big leadership role that day. That eventually did turn into Andrin becoming the leader. But hey, we that's much later into the story. So take out the Hydra. I explained that I will be heading down to the Hunter's Pact anyways to uh, tell them that there are faceless that are terrorizing my land. And yeah, so I followed the party down south. That's where we somehow entered the Feywild and ended up on the other side of the waterfall.
Mhm.
We What we did see was a massive wolf. Now, this massive wolf will come into play later in the story, as if anyone listening is familiar with the lore of the Forgotten Realms, but he was basically the Ash Marshal uh, of the Feywild. There's like different marshals in the Feywild,
Mhm.
and I don't know them all right now, but there was the Red Baron and the Ash Marshal. That's all I remember. So yeah, um, we go down to the Hunter's Pact. I state my case, and then get given a quest. I'm not quite sure what it was. I don't really remember, but just your regular like adventuring party, getting like going for gold.
Mhm.
Uh, so I'm just trying to think what happened next because all of this happened like close to 2 years ago almost. So yeah, let me think for a minute.
I'm having trouble with
I
eyebrows right
believe
now.
I believe I believe at this point, because the barbarian used to be a pirate, they left the party so they could like go an obnoxiously large path to go back to their pirate island
Mhm.
to then continue to be a pirate. So they left the party, enter Ver something V something. I don't remember what yeah, I couldn't tell you. But he wasn't in the. This was a character that wasn't in the game for all that long,
Mhm.
so they're not very important.
Okay.
I mean, they were in for maybe like a month or two, but for the rest of the time, it was the main three of me, them, and Yusuf.
Mhm.
So yeah, um, we we're walking next to the forest of Woodpine. I'm pretty sure it was called, and good perception check from Andrin using his little pseudo dragon that I named Felix. You always thought that was weird. Um,
Yeah, because I've got a friend called
to
Felix.
Yeah, so yeah, I'd always use him to like scout out ahead and good schnoz. Uh, and yeah, he spotted that. He spotted like a bunch of horses speeding in our direction, looking hostile, weapons drawn. So there were way too many for them to fight. I'd already talked about this with the DM beforehand, because at this point I do believe uh, that we had lost one player and there were only four of us left. So the DM suggested if any of us wanted to play two characters, he would let us.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, like basically all of us would have two characters. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Um, they go flee into the forest with like Andron's uh, suggestion. They find a elf in green cloak, like seemingly vines wrapped around the entirety of his left hand. That was attempting to heal a seemingly dead tree. So yeah,
No.
Quincy was basically uh, spam casting plant growth to try and get the greenery back into the tree.
So
Uh,
character's called Quincy.
yeah, my second character is called Quincy.
Okay.
It's my little elf boy. I made both the characters extremely young. Uh, well, at least extremely young for their races.
Mm-hmm.
So Andrin was 18. He was a dragonborn. They normally live up to like the age of regular humans. And
Mm-hmm.
then Quincy was an elf. I made him 34, and elves live beyond 800 years.
So that's like
So
toddler.
pretty much. But they mature the same speed.
Okay.
But for some reason, I played him as if he was in the middle of puberty. So that's where this voice was born.
Oh, I remember
Literally,
that
I
voice.
literally
No,
played
stop
with
that
this voice the
right
whole time.
now. Oh, I despise that voice. It was the worst.
Yeah. So that was Quincy's voice, and Andren's was the complete opposite. His voice was like a proper deep voice, something like this.
Oh, I'll tell you what,
But
I despised Quincy's
yeah,
voice. Imagine poor Sister Catherine sat downstairs, like trying to mind her own business, not have, too noisy and stuff going on. Then your brother, who's always noisy anyway, starts being really noisy in this voice. Oh, I tell you what, the amount of friends that I've had over that have heard you talking that voice, asking me, "Are you okay?" Like sounding genuinely concerned.
D&D. Once you
D&D.
start, you cannot stop.
It's taken over.
It's true, really. Like I don't have any plan to stop. So good luck.
Good luck. Aha, as in like for future.
Yeah. I plan to start DMing a game for the roleplay group that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
If I have the time, I'll first figure out like see how stressful second year apprenticeship will be, and if
Mm-hmm.
it's fine, if I can manage it, I will then probably like get to writing a second campaign.
I'd stream it if I were you. If the people, if the
If
guys
they
are,
allow it, that is.
yeah, if the guys are uh in agreement, einverstanden. If they agree to it.
If they agree to it. So yeah, um, blah blah blah. Uh, Quincy leads them deeper into the forest to hide the rest of the party from this stampede of bandits and swords and spears and horses and stuff. So he leads them deeper into the forest, um, eventually getting into
The Feywild?
leading them to his druid grove.
Oh.
And there they basically learned that Quincy was the guardian of the forest. I didn't have that much of a fleshed out backstory for Quincy.
Let me
I
guess, he dies
basically
pretty
like
soon. No?
Okay, funny story. We'll get to that.
Okay.
But anyways, so um, yeah. The basic idea for Quincy was he was abducted from his parents. His parents were traveling with a carriage. They basically put him down like as a baby. They put him down on like a couple of boxes or something for a few seconds and then looked away. But then when they looked back, their child was gone basically.
Terrible
And
parenting.
like, yeah, good parenting. Uh, so basically, Quincy was abducted by witches,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and was trained by them to eventually become a witch himself. I know that witches are female wizards, but we're not going to talk about
Mm-hmm.
that. So yeah, um, eventually, as Quincy became of age of 18, he realized that what the witches were doing was wrong, that this is not the right thing to do. So he ran away one night with the stuff that they had taught him, eventually being found by the uh, then guardian of the forest and brought back to the grove where he would be taught the ways of a druid,
Mm-hmm.
all the magics and stuff, and he excelled in that and all that stuff. So yeah. He was a star pupil from the very beginning.
I like
So yeah,
trees.
I like tweeds. I'm a
Trees are
twee
nice.
hugger. Yeah, tweeds are really nice.
Tweedledum and Tweedledee and Tweedletree.
So eventually, like the then guardian of the forest's time came. He got old, frail. He retired, and then at like 30, 32 years old, Quincy became the new guardian of the forest. So, okay. Uh, yeah. But then, when he turned 33, like 1 year after he became Druid, Guardian of the Forest, there'd been weird sightings, like in the forest, of just dead trees uh, popping up out of nowhere, like
Mm-hmm.
life, basically the life was actively being drained out of them, like every minute.
Mm-hmm.
And Quincy was the one that had to stop that pretty much. So
This feels like a bit of a
he,
Caduceus Clay backstory.
yeah, absolutely. But this was before Caduceus Clay even existed.
Aha.
Taliesin, if you're watching this, you stole my idea. I want back. Anyways, uh, if he does actually watch this,
Can I, if
I'm
I
a
type
huge
in
fan.
chat,
I
bro,
love you.
bro, I've got the bot again
Yeah.
that has requested for followers. I can do /ban and then the name, right? In chat.
I think so. Yeah. By the way, I'm not a mod.
Hmm. And then the reason.
Odd.
Annoying. Bot.
Okay.
Bot? Do you think it's a bot?
I mean, I'd imagine they were, because they haven't said anything else, like not even hello. Just
Bot then.
like,
If you're not a bot, type something in now. Or if you don't want to get banned. I mean, the only times that you've been in this chat, good sir, is because you're trying to spread. I guess spread. Actually, I could literally self-advertisement because it's advertising this.
yeah,
Yeah.
self-advertising. Absolutely.
Sure. Right. Gone then. Thanking you.
Yep.
So you're not a mod?
No.
I'll figure that out in between streams then. I'll have a look at this after the stream.
Hold on, I'm pretty sure should just like say something in chat. Let's try to dot.
Dot.
Lol.
Lol. Okay, no, you're not a mod. Hmm.
I think you can then just right-click me and then give me mod something.
Friend? I can add you as a friend.
Sure, be my friend.
I've requested. I can block and road you. Block and report you. Time out. I can ban you. Oh, I can literally just click on your name and ban you there. Let's see. Yeah, no, I can just request you as a friend. I'll leave that for now.
I have not gotten any
You have not gotten a friend request?
friends. Friend
Oh,
requests. There you go. Accept.
it's accepted.
Yes.
Oh,
We just refresh my friends folder. Yeah, your friends.
wait, what's the
Let's go
friends
here.
folder?
Well, not friends folder. I mean, go to the top right on Twitch, and then like your icon top right.
Yeah.
Click on that, and then you can click
Our
on friends.
friends!
Yeah.
I don't have any friends yet. No friends? Krowlander is my friend.
Krowlander T.
Krowlander T. Cool.
Anyways.
I've lost track of what I was doing. I'll see if I can mod you afterwards.
Mhm. So, where was I? Yeah. Quincy trying to save Forrest. So, when the rest of the group finally, uh, like, arrives, he sees this kind of as a possibility because he alone, he knew where the negative energy was coming from, but he alone wasn't strong enough to defeat this being.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, he led them back to the grove in hopes of them helping him. And turns out, I didn't know what this creature was. I left that completely up to Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but this creature had anti-magic attacks.
Oh no.
What is a druid? Full on
Magic.
magic.
Yeah.
Ah. So yeah.
Makes sense why you
Uh,
couldn't do nothing.
yep. Yeah, there were a bunch of goblins in the ruins as well. So that was weird. So yeah, we kill the creature. We take some of its body parts that I don't think we use it. We might have made like an anti-magic spear with its tail spines. I'm not too sure though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
So was it
we
like a
beat that
manticore or
and then
something or?
no, I think okay, mind my French, but I'm pretty sure we called it a hentai monster.
Okay.
So mainly because it looked like had tentacles and stuff and
Okay.
like so yeah. We had weird people in our group. So yeah.
Sounds pretty normal.
Yes. So yeah. That happened with like Quincy's main goal pretty much after when becoming a guardian like was finished pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
He got permission from the elder to leave the grove and go on his own adventures, enter
Okay.
Quincy into the party. Um, now comes the thing that you said beforehand. So right next to Woodpine, there was a village that was having kind of like a festival. So we thought it was going to be like a nice chill session where we didn't do much. We just hung around
You thought
and
wrong.
did yeah, and did festival stuff. Um, Andrin won like one half of what I can only imagine is a cursed sword.
Ah.
We never found the second part, but he kept a hold on the first part
Mm-hmm.
for what felt like forever. Never came up again though. So yeah,
Okay.
but yeah. Um, what? Yeah. So remember the barbarian that I mentioned? This was a coastal city.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, So the barbarian attacked the coastal city, just happened to be where we were, like coastal
Mhm.
town, with his whole gang of pirates that he miraculously had after being gone for a few years. Um, but yeah, I played Quincy as a frontliner.
Oh,
He died within like 2 rounds.
yeah.
But so thing is though, that was Quincy's first day outside of the Grove.
Oh, bless him. No.
Yeah, he knew nothing else except for the Grove, and he wanted to go see the
Oh,
world. And then the first day that he's out, just he gets killed. Um, it was the DM
oh
definitely
no.
100% took pity on me because like the sorcerer in the group apparently had like a father that left him some inheritance at that town was like one of the main reasons that we were there.
Mhm.
And it just happened to be that one of the things that he got was a scroll of resurrection.
Aha.
So that was that 100 million% the DM feeling bad for me.
Mhm. I can
Um,
imagine.
So yeah, Quincy got revived. I then figured out how to play a spellcaster and basically stay in the back. Don't have any direct conflict with anyone. Uh, fl Flame Blade is useless. I mean, it's not useless, but it requires you to go into melee.
Mhm.
Uh,
Do not melee.
so yeah,
Yeah,
do not
spellcasters are
melee indeed.
squishy. If I learn anything from high rollers and mighty nine.
But yeah, anyways, so after that happened, uh, we started heading up far north to the like the main school of magic in the entire continent.
Mhm.
Oh boy, was that fun. So, oh yeah, before we got up there, we came across a cave full of slavers who were enslaving kobolds that
Mm.
were
Oh.
worshipping Tiamat. And again, those who are watching who know Forgotten Realms lore, Tiamat is the exact opposite of Bahamut.
Ah.
Like, Bahamut is the deity of good dragons, like metallic dragons, so silver, gold, bronze, etc. Um, Tiamat is the goddess of evil dragons, like the chromatic dragons, so
Mhm.
red, blue, white, uh, black, green. So yeah, polar opposite beliefs. It's an absolute miracle that I managed to restrain myself from absolutely murdering every single one of those kobolds.
Mhm.
But one really cool thing that happened, and I'm pretty sure this was the most damage that had been done in the entire campaign. Um, so paladins, right? They got their smites, they got their everything. Uh, they can theoretically smite twice in an attack.
Mhm.
With a bonus action, they prepare like a thunder smite, for instance. It basically adds damage the next time they hit. And then your regular divine smites, which you can put into any attack,
Mhm.
including fists. Um, so I readied up a thunder smite, which is basically an extra 2d6. Though I was completely out of first level spell slots, but I still had two second level spell slots. So I rolled a natural 20,
Oh
meaning a
yes.
crit. So like second level Thunderous Smite basically is 3d6 doubled to 6d6, and then Divine Smite, which base level is 2d8, and then yeah, doubled is a lot.
A lot.
I also had a +1 sword that dealt an extra D4 damage 5 times per day.
Wow.
Basically had like an ice layer on it
Ice,
that
ice,
would
baby.
melt after that would melt after
Mhm.
5 hits. So basically, in the end, I managed to do, I think it was 64 damage
Mm.
in a single hit, and I one-shot the boss. So, well, we had
Wow.
already damaged him, but so like this. Imagine the scene. It's an amazing scene. We have a bunch of enslaved kobolds working with us. Like they're pinning down the hounds that the slaver had, and also like shooting these makeshift bows at the other slavers. The rest of the party is kind of like um, dealing with the rest of the uh, enemies, and then there's Andrin standing in front of probably a 10-foot tall bugbear,
Mhm.
um, who got him down to exactly 2 hit points,
Mm.
and it was Andrin's turn next. So basically imagine the scene. The bugbear hits Andrin really hard, and Andrin's barely standing. Like he's barely standing, then coughs up blood, slowly stands up.
Ooh.
Is that all you got? Natural
Oh.
20, and I pretty much
Oh.
decapitate him. Like,
Yes.
and I needed to get bailed out so bad because I was not going to survive that. So yeah, we managed to get out of the cave, Andrin on 2 hit points.
Yikes.
Um, yeah, resisting the urge to use his fire breath on all of the like 9 hit point kobolds, which could possibly kill him because it's like 2d6 fire damage.
Mhm.
Mainly because they worship Tiamat basically,
Yeah.
but restraint is the ultimate superpower.
Mhm.
So yeah, I managed to refrain from murdering a bunch of children pretty much. Anyways, so
Okay.
yeah, we continue on. Uh, After that, like amazing, like display of power and everything.
Mhm.
And at this point, I wasn't really having much fun with Quincy. Like,
Mhm.
uh, what my idea for him at the time was I was going to basically leave him at the magical academy that we were going
Mhm.
to do his studies, and then I introduce a wizard to the party named Joran. He never made it into the game because
Ah.
what followed was a bunch of cool like roleplay moments with Quincy and the rest of the party,
Okay.
and then also him suddenly being very effective in combat.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Well, I guess it's just how
uh,
you learn how to play the different classes.
yeah. So yeah, I suddenly like had a lot more fun with Quincy again, so that was fun.
Mhm.
And yeah,
Cool.
uh, we get to the we get to the magic like the magical school of all magic pretty much. It's where one of the party members actually no, at this point that party the sorcerer had left the group,
Mhm.
and basically the DM fast forwarded him uh him into the city pretty much.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and I'll tell you this, the entire time that we knew him, he was always talking about how he was going to commit mass genocide on all living
Oh.
elves. Like
Okay.
that's all he ever really talked about. So,
Good
yeah,
thing he wasn't there no more.
nope. Um, so while in the magical domain, the DM had set up like this whole murder case for us to follow because like a student had been murdered pretty much like
Mhm.
a fresh graduate had
Was he
been
elven?
murdered. No, he was not elven.
Okay, so it's kind
But
of
like
like
a
did that
yeah,
guy who wanted to commit genocide?
So
Go for it.
the DM basically had us go on a massive goose chase.
Mhm.
Oh no, I missed a lot. I missed a big point. Uh,
You can rewind if you want to.
okay, I'm gonna rewind a bit.
Mhm.
Um, Aaron, this is another part of Andron's backstory. As like back home, there's once a dragon that's said to defend the lands pretty much,
Mhm.
and would like fuel the blacksmith's furnaces, etc. etc. etc.
Mhm.
Um, though after a while, he got too big, and they couldn't contain him anymore. So they basically
Pardon me.
pushed him out of his home,
Oh,
pretty much. Uh, my
ain't that
dad's a
really
tyrant.
nice?
My dad's literally a tyrant. He does anything for gain. But yeah.
Oof.
Um. So, we before getting to the magical domain, I'm just gonna call it magical domain. That's a country in my game, but I'm just easy to keep track.
Mhm.
We had to go through. Oh wait, no, what was? Oh, there was another NPC that we all loved and was so helpful in a million different scenarios. Ah, he was a halfling. He was like a halfling artificer
Mhm.
type thing, and he somehow popped up everywhere, and we were always so happy whenever we saw him. Like he was like the he was like the reoccurring villain, but instead he's like best friend at this point.
Mhm. Oh, so he was a villain. A villain at first.
No, 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 no. He wasn't, but uh, he he basically hired us as escort duty because
Mhm.
he was going to the place that we were going and might as well pick up
Yeah.
some coin on the journey there. Pretty much.
Mhm.
So yeah, we escorted him through forests and a bunch of things, and it was a very large group of camper vans,
Mhm.
and one of the drivers was an elf.
Mhm.
We still had the sorcerer at this
Oh.
point.
Oh.
A murder attempt was made,
Oh.
though thankfully um, Felix was keeping watch all night, noticed it, and woke Andrew up, and he stepped in, taking the blunt of any attack that went towards the elven figure.
Mhm.
We didn't get paid as much,
I can
like at
imagine.
all, because of that. We were all a bit salty, but sure, it's his character. It's what my character would do. But anyways, uh, it was what his character would do because all
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
ever said was murder elves. Elves must die. He was a half elf as well, so like I
Oh,
guess
okay. Daddy
family
issues.
issues,
Mm.
daddy issues probably.
Okay.
So yeah, at that point, I think he did properly feel bad,
Mhm.
but also the fact that he wasn't really fitting into the group anymore. He was being very mean, especially towards me,
Well, because you stopped him, I
for
guess. Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, and then uh, I don't think we dropped him, but he basically left. Wait, no, I'm pretty sure the DM dropped him at some
Okay.
point. So, um, 4 players remaining. Uh, like, yeah. He skedaddles. We meet him again back in the magical domain.
Mhm.
But while we were at Aaron's Pass, first of all, during the night, uh, I hear a rustling in the bushes.
There's a
I go to
rustle
check it
in the
out. I
bushes.
push some leaves aside.
There's a
What do I
tremor in
see?
the tree.
A bright blue corgi,
Ah!
and we named him Pyro because he was immune to fire. So we
Yes,
literally like
I
yeah,
love him.
he was our pet for like 3 months straight. until we awakened him and figured out who he was. It
Oh, it
was
was a
really, really
person.
awkward. Um, so, uh, we cast Identify on the corgi
Mhm.
and basically figured out that he was enchanted with like transmutation magic, meaning like
Oh.
polymorph and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Then like in the yeah, I don't think we learned the name of him yet, but we would learn the name of him very soon.
Mhm.
But we called him Pyro. We loved him. He was the mascot.
Mhm.
Um, he was so it was so good as well. Like when we awakened him, we basically gave him levels in fighter. He was going to be a part of the group. He was gonna
Mm.
be a part of the total loss. Like it was amazing. I miss Pyro. He's in my games as well. But
Ah.
like they probably won't come across him in forever,
Mhm. Spoilers.
if at all. But yeah, so Aaron's Pass, while the sorcerer was trying to fight off Andrin, he used the cantrip Thunderclap.
Mhm.
Um, basically, very large, very loud clap that can be audibly heard at, until 500 feet.
Instead of visually heard.
Whatever.
I'm teasing. Don't worry.
Uh, we we already knew that there was a dragon in this pass.
Why? Why clap? Why you clap?
Exactly. So yeah, um, uh, at some point, Aaron somehow took control over Felix and said something on the lines of, you have awakened me from my years of slumber, prepare to die," sort of thing.
Okay.
Uh, he possessed my little pseudo dragon, and it was scary because he was in excruciating pain afterwards. And
Oh,
you,
don't hurt the
so yeah,
plants.
entering we rested basically at the entrance of the pass, and then the whole murder attempt happened,
Mhm.
and yeah, so we enter the pass. Thankfully, the halfling that everyone loves
Mhm.
got a natural 20 on perception check
Ooh.
and noticed that the ground behind us was breaking open as Aaron the Grey, the white dragon,
Oof.
had burrowed its way underground and was now hot on our tail. And I tell you right
Scary.
now, we were in no position to fight a dragon.
Mhm.
So basically, we had actions. Uh, like we basically explained what we wanted to do. Like I want to do an athletics check to kind of I guess uh, knock boulders on from the side of the cliffs on the way past to block the way. So yeah, that was very stressful. Um, we all managed to get through, so that was fun. And yeah, uh, the most of the carriages split off from us, but we were still with the halfling.
Mhm.
We still love him. Yeah.
I don't know how to
So
do a start.
we get to the magic place. We're gonna go to the magic place now.
Mhm.
Rewind. You got the backstory. Now we have Pyro with us, the blue corgi. We had already identified him. We knew that he was not normal, so we wanted to use the archives at the magic school to like research on what he is,
Mhm.
basically. We didn't find anything. It was only after we awakened him, which was also at the magical domain.
Mhm.
Uh, another thing. Um, we got sold drugs at the
Yes.
magical domain.
Oh, careful, careful.
Oh, is that TOS?
I think so.
I'm sorry. So, we basically got sold Underdank. Uh, because there's like a realm that's deep underground called the Underdark, right?
Yeah. Oh,
So
aha, ha, ha, ha.
Underdank, that was very funny. It can be used to make superior healing potions, which I found very helpful as Quincy, through the witch's teaching, knew how to make potions.
Ooh.
So he never got to make it though because we
Because
ran out of time.
I was gonna say because
Uh,
you ran out of Happy Fun Time stuff.
uh,
Disclaimer:
we have enough happy
I do
sprinkles.
not condone taking this kind of substance. Don't take this kind of substance.
Yeah, like yeah. So it was only like towards the end of the campaign where we remembered that we had Underdank, that we could make superior healing potions with
Hmm.
it. And then basically Quincy was high for 2 weeks straight.
Ah,
Uh,
yes.
because I mean he was cooking it. What do you expect?
Hmm.
It was in the air. Like
Hmm.
he's breathing it in. He's gonna get high at some point. But yeah. We had like a 2 week downtime to prepare for something, but that's way in the future, so we're not gonna bother with that. So, what happened next?
Oh, real trouble with his star here.
The Kaitos? I think that was the argument. Kairos. Cairo. Archmage Kairos? I think it was Cairo. I'm not too sure. K something. I'll just call him the Archmage. So, at the school, we definitely did a lot of stuff. Got Underdank. We did a bunch of like studying, including Andren, who studied Death Knights, as
Hmm.
Isaac was a Death Knight and wanted to see if there was a way that he could basically bring him back from the darkness.
Hmm.
It's very difficult, but he was up for the challenge. Um, I think like when the campaign ended, Isaac was in the beginning stages of redemption.
Hmm.
So yeah, kind of wish the campaign went on longer for that, because yeah,
Would have been a cool character, maybe.
yeah, like he would have been an incredibly powerful ally as well.
Hmm.
It would basically be having two Andrins, because he was a paladin of uh, Bahamut before he became a Death Knight.
Hmm.
So like,
Hmm.
if he were to give up the ways of darkness and death, um, he he would probably have gotten his uh, powers back, I guess.
Hmm. His paladin powers.
Yeah, and he'd probably be put at the same level as Andrin, and we were level 9, I think it was,
Hmm.
when that happened. But again, I'm jumping back and forth between timelines. But yeah, it was definitely the beginning stages of his redemption.
Hmm.
Because like I would hear voices. Okay.
Do you want to quickly
Oh, it
check
looks like they're
Discord?
spinning. Nice.
Do you want them to be spinning? Was that
That looks cool.
okay? I'll maybe slow it down a bit.
Yeah, probably slow it down a bit.
How's that?
Maybe one more frame. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, I'll send it to you afterwards.
Cool.
There's your thing there. And I can show you how to put it in if you want me to.
Sure.
Crow follow.
Hero. Hello.
GIF. Cool. I don't know why it's so... Settings.
Transparent.
Yeah. That's probably it. Hold on, can we just appreciate the double stars? That's
Like
kind of cursed.
I look like I have some sort of like Sharingan from Naruto.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna pretend to know what that means.
Yeah, you're not a weeb, so you wouldn't. But yeah,
I didn't I didn't give him any teeth. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Tell you what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna give you a little. Since we're not finished with the story time, I'm gonna give you a profile pic.
Ooh.
But I'm probably not gonna finish it because I do have stuff to do.
Let me go get some water though, because my throat's getting dry from talking for 1 hour and 15 minutes straight. I wouldn't make it as like a proper commentary streamer. I'd probably die halfway through.
Well, you get used to it, I guess. I mean, we had stuff where I was talking. I had streams where I was talking for about 2 hours. You get used to it. Definitely make sure that you have water though. I'm gonna quickly switch away from. What can I switch to? I'm just gonna quickly switch to game capture. Why not? Because we don't have that right now. Let me just add a insert a photo. Before, you know, I scroll through my photos live streaming to the internet because that would be very unpleasant. There we go. I can go back to my iPad now. Now this is the whole picture that I took a reference from, and it was basically a birthday present that I did for my bro back in February, and maybe you can tell we're both big fans of the Dream SMP. Wonder whether we've mentioned that before, don't know. But Thomas's Krowlander's favourite character is Rambo. So I drew his Minecraft character together with Rambo, and Rambo's holding the memory book there. And they're sat on Tommy and Tubbo's bench, listening to discs with, you know, Tommy's house in the background and all that. So wholesome tree stuff. So yeah, that's the reference that I took it from. I'm just gonna yoink and cut off Rambo, cut off the other side as well, and zoom in on the dude. On the Krowlander. There we go. So this is probably going to be a better quality, not chibi style. Well, quality. Let's just make that smaller. I mean, theoretically, you could just put that as his profile picture, really. But I'll see. Give him the option of if he wants to do something else. Also, something that I did on a stream recently is I did some colouring out of this piece. Some Third Life fan art. I coloured this out. And since then, I have finished it. I finished it today, and it's gone up on Instagram. It went up on Instagram. Tales of Everin, bottom left corner. Give me a second. Krowlander's gotten food and was offering me some. But basically, yeah, I finished this one. And it's up on YouTube. The quality on this picture isn't very good. Isn't the best on stream. But I guess that's just the AirPlay quality. I promise you it's a lot better. But yeah, so that's up on Instagram now. If you wanna go check us out on Instagram. Tales of Everin. There's 3 of us on that account. Me and a couple of friends. Originally meant for original character content. And we're probably going to return to original character content at some point. But at the moment, I'm enjoying doing fan arts. So this was Third Life 1 of 3. Here's the second picture that I drew. It's a bit dark. Oh, I wonder if I can... Probably won't make a difference heightening the brightness of my thing. No, that makes no difference to the airplay, so I won't do that. So that was the second one I did. And the third one, having all the opposing sides on Third Life kind of stand off against each other. You've got the Red Army of Dogwarts, the Renpire. You've got the Crassel people, led by B-dubs, I guess, because you put the Crassel. And then you've got the Sandalites, or the rest of them, I guess, because I wanted to draw everyone, all the characters on Third Life. If you don't know what Third Life is, it's a Minecraft YouTube series with a whole bunch of awesome creators. Just type into YouTube Third Life and you'll find awesome videos where they played hardcore together and they killed each other and there was sides and wars and conflicts and it was awesome and I loved it. Yeah, it was very cool. Still waiting for Krowlander to come back. But, yep. So if you're interested, I might at some point, probably not for the next 2 weeks as I am going on holiday for the next 2 weeks. And won't be active on Instagram or Twitch or YouTube. But there will probably at some point be a speed paint of all 3 of these going up onto the Everin YouTube channel. So if you Google Everin, then should be there with a with a profile picture kind of in this style of a dude bending water. And that dude is our original character, Adamir, in our profile picture. Anyway, still waiting for Crow to come back. I guess I could kind of get started on a generic face structure. Don't know what pose he'd want to be in. Let's just think. What's Crow's character like? He's adorable, because Crow is adorable. My adorable little brother. He's taking his sweet time. Oof. I've got very disgusting tasting water in my bottle. It's just been put through the dishwasher and it tastes soapy, so I might have to rinse that out again. That is quite icky. But yeah, so, well, basically, yeah, like I said, I won't be here for the next 2 weeks, but definitely go and check out Krowlander T. He's written in chat, lol. Go check out that account, because I've appeared on that account. I've tried to teach Krowlander how to build in Minecraft, because I prefer the building side of Minecraft, and he prefers the survival side, the PvP side, I guess. So we have specialised in our own kind of ways. Might be one where he tries to teach me PvP. Well, that would probably be quite a hopeless cause, if I'm being honest, because I am terrible when it comes to competitive games or any kind of competition in video games. So I don't play first-person shooters or anything like that. But yeah, so I've taught him how to build on a stream, and he might do some streaming in the next couple of weeks while I will be gone. We'll see. We'll see. See if he's up to it. But definitely, if you enjoy what I make, what I put out there, he's my little bro, so I gotta go support him. He's also awesome. Go and check out that kind of thing. Similar vibes. Maybe a little bit more shouting, depending on the game that he's playing. Or how I know him. Yeah. Just waiting for him to come back. How dare he eat? I'm hungry too. But I'm gonna eat after stream. But yeah. Oh, I hear stuff. I hear stuff. Through the microphone. Hello? Is he there? Is he there? Tell you what's annoying me. I think the Instagram logo's a bit too far over. So let's just move.
Bro.
Is that 1 pixel? Bro.
Where did I miss? What are you talking about?
I talked about the 3-part art series that I was doing.
Cool.
With Third Life.
I need a burp.
You need to burp. Mute yourself to burp. That's disgusting.
not come in yet. Should be fine.
I have been wondering, bro.
Yes.
Shall we maybe cut this into a two-parter?
Sure.
Because
Like you start the drawing now and then.
because I have finished one drawing, and it would be a good kind of, I'm thinking this story time drawing thing keeps suspense up, I guess. I don't know. But I've finished one drawing, and it's a bit awkward to start a whole new drawing if I'm thinking I might not actually finish it, if you get what I mean. Because I do have to pack, because I am leaving tomorrow. And I also need to eat, because I am actually very hungry.
Alright, well, if you want to call it then, that's your call.
Do we want to have a quick, very, very quick recap of your D&D story? I don't know if we'd explain this at the start. This was kind of like an excuse for me to draw.
Yeah.
And also an excuse for you to fan about your D&D stuff.
Yeah.
Because I thought I always loved listening to it, but I thought we could share it, you know? Share D&D stories, because sharing stories is cool. I like to share stories. So maybe we just cut it short there. Do you want to have a quick recap of what you've told us so far?
Alright, so what I've told you so far is just a rough story of both my characters' backstories, like how they got introduced into the world, Dimitri that we won't talk about. And yeah. Isaac is fun, murdered us almost on many occasions. We traveled basically all throughout the continent, killed a Hydra, faceless. That was the main story. These faceless humanoids popping up everywhere, and we were basically put on the task to figure this out and defeat it. What else?
And basically, to the point that we'd come to is that you were about to face off against a dragon. Do I remember that correctly? Or was I spacing out for a time?
You were spacing out for a time.
Darn it! Ah! Sorry.
So, we basically traveled down south, then all the way up north. We basically crossed the entire continent 3 times over. So, where I stopped, saying stuff, we were in the magical domain and got Underdank.
Oh yes, yes. And Quincy was high for 2 weeks.
What we could do is I narrowed down to singular stories.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I could go mumbling on about everything that happened for hours and hours on end, but then we're never gonna get anywhere, and you're probably never gonna remember it all.
Yeah, true.
And I mean, I could go on the story the story of the story of Aaron the Grey, which is the dragon that we faced in Aaron's path, but ran away swiftly. As a total loss as we are. The story of Isaac von Gartrex, story of
is that the sorcerer?
Cyrus. No, Isaac is
the
Death Knight.
Oh, the Death Knight. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Story of Isaac, story of Aaron, story of all the characters in the party, the main characters at least, because we had one guy that switched characters maybe once a month. So
okay.
We had 3 different characters at the end. So yeah, we could do that.
Could do. I just love listening to you and then drawing, as well.
I have a podcast in the background, but it's live.
Yeah. Oh, dude, we could podcast. We could basically call it like a podcast.
Well, I mean, just
like D&D stories while I draw.
Actually, hold on. Do I still have the recaps? Give me a second.
Ooh.
I need to go search the archives for this.
Because you've got so many stories, and honestly, I don't. It makes it sound like we never talk, but it just there's not enough hours in the day to listen to hear all the stories, right? And I think it would be really cool to just share these stories. Oh, my iPad has just switched off. Yeah, I think it'd be really cool to share these stories. So
this was the notes that I. Yeah, no, that's no actually. These were my notes, and here's the recap of like 2 sessions.
awesome. Well, we could. What should we call it?
Pyros! That was his name! I knew it!
Pyros.
Yeah, the archmage that I'll probably talk about at some point.
Okay.
Norka's gonna kill elves in a couple of years.
Okay.
Okay, so
Well,
I can show you the entirety of this if you want. It's like 2 pages of notes.
wow. Well, keep it up for the next stream, I'd say.
28th. Okay, I would say that. Save it for the stuff.
I'm just trying to think. We could call this podcast? What should we call this podcast?
The Total Loss Podcast, because that was the name of the group.
Well, this isn't the. You're not just gonna talk about. I'm thinking like we could generally like talk about stories that we've created or been part of, right?
Sure.
So maybe like. Something about. Storytelling. I don't know. Storytellers telling stories. We'll work on it. I'm terrible with coming up with names, but we'll kind of like make this a more current thing. And I love drawing, and I'll just be drawing art next to it, because that'd be cool. Yeah, be good.
Yeah.
Well, I shall leave it at that then, I guess. Stream end. Well, do you feel like streaming? Because I could raid you.
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good? Alright.
Yeah.
Well, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for watching. To my brother Ramble and me Draw. I love listening to your D&D stories, and I look forward to more happening. Hope you enjoyed that as well. Like I have mentioned, this stream and the previous stream, I'm going on holiday for the next 2 weeks, so there's not going to be a single stream from me in the next 2 weeks. But there might be from Krowlander here, so check out Krowlander T. There you'll find his username in the chat. Click on that, give him a follow. He's a cool dude. We like Krowlander here. We stand Krowlander.
Do you, though?
Do I? Good question. Good question. It is going into the deep, aren't we? Anyway.
On the recaps, I'm remembering things.
Well, you can prepare. You can have more cohesive story. I'm just going to switch off the sound. Cohesive story. Telling in the next one, I guess, because we were all over the place this time. But yes, so yeah, next stream, a couple of weeks time. Can't give you the exact date, but we'll leave it at that. And now Krowlander has a follow GIF. So be sure the next time that he streams to drop a follow, because you will see it. Made by yours truly. Anyway, I'll leave you to roam the internet by yourself. No raiding. I still need to figure out raids. Don't understand exactly how we're gonna do it, but yeah, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for joining in, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Goodbye.